This is a video to explain the new capabilities available in Scopia Control 9.0. Scopia Control is an Apple app for control of Avaya videoconferencing systems. The highly intuitive user interface virtually eliminates the learning curve for a videoconferencing system. The integrated conference room calendar and enterprise directory make it easy to join meetings and invite others. Room system control and meeting moderation are simple through the iPad multi-touch user interface. Whereas many competitors offer proprietary control systems or support for potentially complicated third-party custom systems, Avaya provides an easy-to-use, well-designed control tool using nothing more than a normal iPad. Today we've pushed that advantage 2 steps further. The app now supports wireless pairing. All you do is walk into your conference room, open the app, and it'll automatically pair with the Scopia XT system in that room. That means zero configuration and maximum usability. The app now supports iPhone as well as iPad, because since we launched this app back in 2010, the screen size of the iPhone 4 that was available at that time has increased, by up to 50% if you consider the iPhone 6 Plus or the iPhone 7. So it's far more viable now to control a room system camera using a touchscreen interface on a smartphone. As you can see, the app launches very quickly, so just tap on Scopia Control once installed and it automatically discovers the system that's inside the room, pairs to it and begins to control it. So if I want to make a call, I can just tap on the make a call icon here and see all the history of all the calls that are made on that system. I could tap any of those to redial, or I can go into my favorites here and I can redial any of my favorite contacts. So in this case I can just redial my virtual room there and make a call. So 2 taps and the system is connected into a call. You can see that the context immediately changes and now it shows that the system is connected into a call. There's my virtual room at the top and I could hit disconnect to hang up that call. I can see that my microphone is muted and I can see that I'm sat in front of the video system. I can see who's connected to this video call. And if I want to, I can start presenting into the call. So I've got my PC connected. I'm just going to double tap there to start sending my presentation. So you can see the presentation that's coming from my PC. Of course, that's on the screen of the video conferencing system itself, but just having it in front of you on the control tool is quite useful as well. If I want to move the camera, I can just tap on the icon, of course, and just hit the control icons there. So no user training required, of course, to operate the basic functions that kind of any user would expect there. There's some additional functions here to set and activate presets if that's what I wanted to do. I can also start recording at any time, so if this is a small business solution, perhaps I've got a USB key connected to the system and I just want to record the call directly there, or if it's in an enterprise deployment, the recording will be deployed within the infrastructure components. I can just hit their record button and record it directly to the network. I can change the layout of my screen. Of course, the Avaya Equinox media server will automatically change the layout of the conference based on who the active speaker is and also allow me to see everybody else on the call at the same time. But if I want to, I can change the layout of functions like where the picture-in-picture is. Finally, there's some additional options down here at the bottom. If I want to mute or unmute my microphone, I can do that by pressing the button on the mic itself or using the remote or just by tapping it here, and I get feedback when that does occur. And I've got volume controls and the camera zoom as well. There's some additional functions here. You'll also see the power button. That's quite useful if you want to put the system into standby. You can even operate the on-screen menus of the endpoint where you use the iPad as effectively a touchpad. So if you go into more in depth, that's quite a useful advanced function. So just dropping back there, as you can see, very simple introduction here into Scopia Control as an application for the iPad and now iPhone, used to control the highest quality and easy to use video conferencing system on the market, which is the Avaya Scopia XT room systems. So you have a choice when it comes to controlling your room system. You can use the remote that comes with the system. You can use this great application just on a generic iPad or iPhone or a dedicated one for the room itself. Or of course you can continue to use third-party control systems from market leaders such as AMX, Crestron and Extron, where we supply all the sample drivers. Whatever your choice, you can enable maximum usability for your users and provide a really easy and consistent experience so that they can just go ahead and use the technology to make a meeting, which is what it's there for at the end of the day. So thanks for listening and enjoy using the technology. Goodbye.